Have you ever wondered how an AI assistant could access your files, databases, applications, or even external services? This is becoming possible because of a technology called MCP, or Model Context Protocol. And if you're interested in programming and AI, this is a technology you should know about. Think of MCP as a standard way for AI applications to communicate with external tools. Normally, an AI model can generate text and code, but it doesn't automatically know how to interact with your computer or your applications. For example, imagine you ask an AI, "Find all the unpaid invoices in my database." A normal AI model cannot simply connect to your database by itself. But with an MCP server, an application can provide the AI with specific tools that allow it to safely access information or perform certain actions. The AI could then discover a tool called Search Invoices, send the appropriate request, receive the result, and explain it to you. This is where MCP becomes interesting. Instead of creating a completely different integration for every AI application, developers can use a common protocol. It's similar to having a universal language between AI and software tools. For example, an MCP server could provide access to a database. Another could provide access to files. Another could interact with GitHub. Another could connect an AI assistant to a company's internal systems. The AI doesn't necessarily need to understand the entire implementation behind each system. It simply needs to understand what tools are available and how to use them. And this creates a completely different way of building AI applications. In the past, if you wanted an AI assistant to interact with your application, you might need to build a custom integration specifically for that AI system. With standardized protocols like MCP, developers can build reusable connections between AI systems and external tools. This is especially important now because AI agents are becoming more capable. Remember, a chatbot simply answers your question. An AI agent can potentially take action. Imagine saying, "Check my Git repository, find the failing tests, identify the problem, and create a fix." That's much more powerful than simply asking an AI to write some code. The AI needs access to tools. It needs to inspect files. It needs to execute commands. It needs to retrieve information. And potentially, it needs permission to make changes. MCP can provide part of the infrastructure needed for these interactions. But there's an important security lesson here. Giving AI access to tools also means giving it access to potentially sensitive systems. A badly configured tool could expose private files, databases, credentials, or other information. That's why developers need to think carefully about permissions. An AI should not automatically have access to everything just because it is connected to your computer. You should control what tools it can use and what actions those tools are allowed to perform. For beginners, the easiest way to understand MCP is this. The AI is the brain. The MCP server provides tools, and those tools allow the AI to interact with the outside world. Without tools, an AI can mostly tell you what to do. With tools, an AI can potentially help you actually do it. And that's why MCP is becoming an important concept in modern AI development. If you're learning programming, this is another reason to learn more than just a programming language. Learn APIs. Learn databases. Learn networking. Learn authentication and permissions. And learn how software systems communicate with each other. Because the future of AI isn't just about smarter models. It's about connecting those models to the software and systems we already use. And MCP is one of the technologies helping make that possible. So the next time you hear someone talking about AI agents, don't just think about a chatbot that can write text. Think about an AI that can use tools. Because once AI can interact with the world around it, the possibilities become much bigger.